Greetings to our viewers and Phương Thảo. We are delighted that accompany you the news segment of 24 Hours channel. Our team of professional editors take pride in being the fastest and most accurate news channel. Have there been any noteworthy updates today? Stay tuned to find out.
Dear audience, many places in Guangdong province experienced heavy rain yesterday morning. Guangzhou, Zhanjiang, Maoming, Zhongshan, and other areas had heavy rainfall, with the town of Tandu in tract and district, Guangzhou, recording the highest accumulated rainfall of 251 millimeters, causing many streets to be flooded. According to internal press reports, residents living in Tandu, tract and district, Guangzhou, stated that due to the heavy rainfall throughout the night, many areas near Tandu were severely flooded. Numerous cars parked on the side of the road had their tires submerged up to half, and many roads turned into rivers, making it impossible for pedestrians to pass. Tandu residents also criticized the inadequate drainage system in the area, which led to annual flooding during heavy rains. They jokingly remarked that you cannot buy a house in Tandu unless you also buy a boat. China News Service reported that Guangzhou began to be affected by thunderstorm clouds early yesterday morning. Tran Henny, a resident in Wangpu District, Guangzhou, said, "I was awakened by loud thunder in the middle of the night, and the rain was very heavy." However, according to information from platforms like Douyin, Tandu, and Tangqing in Guangzhou were the most severely affected areas. Online residents in the region complained that every time it rained heavily, the area would be flooded, and videos on the internet showed many streets in Tandu submerged, with cars submerged in water. Local residents sarcastically commented that every year the water rises, and there are always new ponds, hence the name Tandu Pondway. The Emergency Information Center of Guangzhou issued warnings that heavy rains would affect many districts of Guangzhou, advising people to avoid traveling during heavy rainfall. A red rainstorm warning was issued for Nansha Street and Chaozhong Street, effective from 6:55 am Saturday. Those in safe places should avoid going outside as much as possible. People outdoors quickly sought shelter in safe places and suspended outdoor activities. According to meteorological observations, from 1 o'clock to 5:30 am yesterday, Guangzhou experienced heavy thunderstorms and localized heavy rainfall. 8 locations in the city recorded rainfall from 150 millimeters to 250 millimeters, and 42 locations recorded rainfall from 50 millimeters to 100 mm. Yesterday, heavy rainfall was also measured in Zhanjiang, Maoming, and surrounding areas, extending from the mouth of the Pearl River to coastal cities and districts in eastern Guangdong. As of 8:45 am, 6 cities and districts, including Maoming, Zhongshan, Sunhui, and others, issued orange rainstorm warnings, and 7 other cities and districts issued yellow rainstorm warnings. The Guangdong Meteorological Bureau analyzed that from yesterday to today, Zhanjiang and Maoming experienced heavy to very heavy rainfall and localized heavy rainfall. In the southern Pearl River Delta and other cities and districts in western Guangdong, there were moderate to heavy rains and localized heavy rainfall. Other cities and districts experienced showers and heavy localized rainfall. Amber rainstorm warnings are in effect. There are several severe storms in Hong Kong, China. Observatories have also issued warnings of heavy rain in some areas, particularly in the central and western districts of Hong Kong Island, where heavy rain with hourly rainfall exceeding 70 millimeters has been recorded or predicted, and serious flooding may occur. Over 70 millimeters of rainfall was recorded in the central and western districts in the past hour at 12:30 p.m. The heavy rain has caused treefall accidents in many districts, including Lungqiang Road in Wangdaidan, which resulted in a traffic accident. Around 1 am, there was a report that a taxi was driving along Lungqiang Road toward Quanthong. As it was heading to Tinma Tower, a tree suddenly fell onto the road, hitting the roof and windshield of the taxi. The driver felt uncomfortable and dizzy as a piece of glass flew into his eye. At the same time, another taxi failed to avoid a fallen tree and collided with it, damaging the front of the taxi. Fortunately, both the driver and passengers were unharmed. Firefighters arrived at the scene, cut and removed the fallen tree. From midnight to 2 am the day before yesterday, the fire department received at least 8 reports of fallen trees, including on Sai Kong Highway, Central, South, East, Thailand, etc. The Hong Kong Observatory issued its first yellow rainstorm warning of the year at 12:20 p.m. yesterday, predicting that a large area of Hong Kong might be affected by heavy rain in a short period. Shenzhen across the river also experienced heavy rain, and the Shenzhen Meteorological Observatory had previously issued an amber rainstorm warning, and the whole city was on defensive alert. However, as the wind and rain gradually weakened, the local area canceled the land and sea rainstorm warnings, as well as thunderstorm and gust warnings at 3 p.m. According to internal media reports, the Shenzhen Meteorological Observatory had issued a yellow rainstorm warning and a yellow thunderstorm and gust warning at 11:25 am. It is worth noting that there were reports on the internet that the power of the heavy rain in Shenzhen was very strong, and one of China's best shopping centers, Resources City Mixed World, was flooded, leading to mocking on social media as a water cave in just a few seconds. As the thunderstorm clouds moved away, the wind and rain gradually weakened, and the Shenzhen Meteorological Observatory canceled the land and sea rainstorm warnings, as well as thunderstorm and gust warnings at 3 p.m. In addition, the Shenzhen Fukdi National Basic Meteorological Station observed lightning at 12:15 p.m. this year, more than 20 days later than the average date of the first lightning of the climate. Earlier, at 6 am on Tuesday, the Central Meteorological Observatory issued a yellow typhoon warning and a yellow thunderstorm warning. Typhoon Tali made its second landing in the North Sea, Guangxi. According to the Central Meteorological Observatory, Typhoon No. 4 this year, Tali made its first landfall on the coast of Namtam Island, Zhanjiang City, Guangdong Province at around 10:20 p.m. on Monday. At the time of the landing, the maximum wind force near the center was about 38 meters per second, and the minimum air pressure at the center was 965 HPA. It made its second landing in Beihai City, Guangxi at around 5:50 am today. At the time of the landing, the maximum wind force near the center was about 25 meters per second, and the minimum air pressure at the center was 980 HPA. At 6 am today, its center was located at 21.5 degrees north latitude and 109.2 degrees east longitude. It is expected that Tali will move in a west-northwest direction at a speed of about 20 kilometers per hour, gradually weakening in intensity, and dissipate in northern Vietnam by the 19th. The Central Meteorological Observatory issued a yellow thunderstorm warning at 6 am today, predicting heavy to very heavy rain in some areas of most of Guangdong, Guangxi, southeastern Fujian, central Hebei, southern Jiangxi, and southeastern Yunnan from 8 am today to 8 am on Wednesday. Among them, there will be heavy rainfall ranging from 100–180 mm in the western areas of Guangxi and southeastern Yunnan. Guangxi, Hebei, and other places will also be affected by scattered heavy or torrential rains. Affected by the typhoon, starting today, 35 passenger train services managed by the Nanning National Railway Bureau have been suspended or adjusted in their operating times. Currently, the Nanning National Railway Bureau has implemented Emergency Response Level 4 to cope with the typhoon and Emergency Response Level 4 to control flooding on some sections of the railway. The port city of Fengchenggang, Guangxi, has also issued a notice requiring schools other than kindergartens, primary and secondary schools, and colleges to be closed from 0 o'clock on Tuesday to 0 o'clock on Wednesday. Kindergartens with summer classes, childcare facilities, and other training institutions in the city will suspend classes. All construction sites, elevated operations, etc. have been suspended. Passenger transport, taxis, etc. The observatory canceled the amber rainstorm warning at 5:15 am on Wednesday. The observatory issued the yellow rainstorm warning at 10:50 p.m. on Tuesday and issued warnings of heavy rain in some areas. Within the past hour, at 11 o'clock, Lantau Island recorded more than 90 millimeters of rainfall. The observatory issued the heavy rain warning at 12:15 am on Wednesday, indicating that rain in the central and western districts of Hong Kong Island was particularly heavy, and heavy rain with hourly rainfall of more than 70 millimeters was recorded or expected, with the possibility of serious flooding. In the past 2 days, the observatory has issued the yellow rainstorm warning. The observatory reported that as of 12:30 am today, more than 70 millimeters of rainfall had been recorded in the central and western districts. At 12:15 am, the observatory issued warnings of heavy rain in some areas. Rain in the central and western districts of Hong Kong Island was particularly heavy, and heavy rain with hourly rainfall of more than 70 millimeters was recorded or expected, with the possibility of serious flooding. On Lantau Island, in the remote island area, rainfall was particularly heavy, with more than 90 millimeters recorded in the past hour at 11 o'clock. At 10:50 p.m., the observatory issued the yellow rainstorm warning, stating that heavy rain with hourly rainfall of more than 30 millimeters was recorded or expected in large areas of Hong Kong, and rain may continue. The observatory pointed out that within the past hour at 10:35 p.m., Lantau Island recorded more than 80 millimeters of rainfall. The observatory issued a warning of heavy rain in some areas. Lantau Island in the remote island area has experienced particularly heavy rainfall, with heavy rain with hourly rainfall of more than 70 millimeters recorded or expected, and serious flooding may occur. The observatory also issued another special weather warning, stating that large areas of Hong Kong could be affected by heavy rain in 1 or 2 hours and advising residents to be more vigilant. The special weather warning indicates that a severe thunderstorm area is currently affecting Shenzhen and is moving southward, possibly affecting Hong Kong in 1 or 2 hours, reminding people to stay vigilant. The observatory issued a thunderstorm warning at 10:30 am today, which will be in effect until 7 p.m. today. Thunderstorms are expected in Hong Kong. The observatory reminds people that during thunderstorms, if you are outside, seek shelter in a safe place. Stay away from water, avoid swimming outdoors, or engaging in other outdoor water sports, and avoid standing on high ground or near conductive objects, trees, or masts. According to today's rainfall analysis, as of 4 p.m., the rainfall in the Cheung Sha Wan area ranged from 30 to 50 millimeters/hour, while in Titan and Saiking it ranged from 3 to 5 millimeters/hour. Showers and thunderstorms caused by high temperatures are affecting Guangdong. The low-pressure area over the northeastern part of the South China Sea will move towards Taiwan in the next 1 to 2 days. The weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in Hong Kong is mostly cloudy, with some places experiencing rain and thunderstorms, with heavy rain in some areas. The temperature tomorrow will range from 27 to 30 degrees, with light south to southwest winds. In the next 2 to 3 days, the weather will continue to be unstable, with scattered heavy rain and thunderstorms in some areas. This concludes our news update for today. If you have any contributions or information, please leave them in the comments section. If you found it helpful, please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your attention, and see you again.
Yes, dear viewers, this concludes today's new bulletin. We sincerely thank you and all of you who have been following our news. We wish you and your family good health and happiness. If you find our content valuable, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon in the top right corner of the screen to stay updated with the latest news that we will be providing. Now, goodbye and see you again soon.